This video is about fires in electric vehicles. In 2021, there were 199,500 fires in gas-powered cars. Hybrid cars recorded 16,050 fires, and electric vehicles accounted for only 52 fires. These stats are commonly rated per 100,000 vehicles. So hybrids were the highest per 100,000 at 3,475. Gas car fires were 1,530 per 100,000 vehicles, and EVs were only 25 per 100,000 cars. Now that sounds good for EV car owners, fewest fires. But always keep in mind, EVs are about 2.5 million vehicles on the US roads, hybrids 6.8 million, and gas 250 million vehicles. So where will the EV fire numbers go as the EV rise in popularity, and rather than being 1% of the cars on the road, but are 10% or 20% or 50% of the cars on the road? More cars will equal more car fires. When a gas car bursts into flames, it is usually a single reaction, like a spark in a puddle of gasoline, that leads to the fire. An EV fire is almost always from the battery, where a short circuit in one of the battery cells ignites and causes a chain reaction inside the battery. Most EVs have a sealed battery compartment. So unlike a car fire, where the fire crews can dump gallons of water onto the burning engine or the ground, on an EV fire, they cannot access the fire because of the sealed compartment. They only can try to cool the battery down. Putting out a gas fire can take an hour and use chemicals or about 500 gallons of water. With an EV, chemicals are of no use because of the sealed battery. So they have to use anywhere from 5,000 to 40,000 gallons of water. So hooking hoses up to a fire hydrant is a must, since the fire trucks can only hold about 2,000 gallons of water. Once the fire is out, a tow truck can tow a gas car away to a tow yard and put it next to other unfortunate cars. However, an EV has to be towed on a flatbed truck only. Once it gets to the tow yard, it has to be put 50 feet or 16 meters from any car or structure in every direction, or put concrete walls all around it, because the EV can still catch fire days later. Now let's look at insurance. Electric vehicles cost more to insure than gas cars. If your EV breaks down on the side of the road and needs towing, you have to call a flatbed tow truck, which will cost you more. A normal tow truck cannot tow an EV. If an EV is in an accident, which causes battery damage, then chances are very good that your car is not going to be repaired and will be paid out to the owner. Who's going to pay for that? The car owners in increased insurance costs. That's who. Now, in conclusion, I kind of like EV cars. I'm not against them, but I am against this constant universal view from government everywhere that they are the only solution. They have a lot of horrific hidden costs to them that are being ignored. First, check out my video on cobalt and how mining it in the Congo is killing people as they mine cobalt for dollars a day. The suffering and deaths are hidden because the companies do not want to pay people of the Congo proper wages with safety equipment and mining equipment. This would drive up the cost of the cobalt for EV cars and most electronics. I would like to be able to choose an electric vehicle, a gas vehicle, a hybrid vehicle, a hydrogen cell vehicle, or a natural gas powered vehicle. Let the buying public choose. Natural gas cars can run on gasoline as well, and natural gas is much cheaper than gasoline, and it's cleaner. There are 2.5 million EVs in the US and 11 million EVs in the world. But natural gas cars are only 175,000 in the US, but 23 million in the world. So natural gas is a neglected power source for cars, and yet it powers twice as many cars on the world's roads than electric vehicles, and no one knows it exists. Natural gas can be compressed or liquefied and is mined and refined in many countries without killing the workforce. Should we go down the EV road that governments are driving us to, or stop and think about choices? Let me know in the comments. Please like and subscribe. It helps my channel. I'm out.